football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Lions on Sunday night primetime.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense, I think.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the 2nd round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Back to throw, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The throwing here, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Now Purdy. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And this is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. It's complete to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A shotgun snap for Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Goff connects with St. Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now Goff on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Oh, what a move. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it is up And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Holding. Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Again, Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Dak Prescott, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, Purdy. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is St. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The give right side for Gibbs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
Holding. Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And they'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now quick throw there is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Nifty move. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference champion.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up. But it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
And people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reed McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. So here come the Lions now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes that kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is gone. Finding Williams once more. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Play action. It's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw. And to this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now Purdy. He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Pass interference. Defense.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Purdy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And he comes back with one complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Third and long. It's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 33 yards. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
On fourth down, here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you had all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams